Hey Internet, Jesse at Ish Guitars. We're going to play this wonderful new Ibanez EHB1505MS for you today, as well as give you a quick rundown of all of the cool features and fun items built into it. Stick around, here comes some playing for you. All right, so here's both pickups full on. Here's the neck pickup. And here's the bridge pickup. Now with a little slap for you, with both pickups on. Here's the neck pickup. And the bridge. So let me show you a couple settings in here so you can hear them back to back. I'm going to switch between active and passive. I'm going to add in a little bit of mid sweep and just kind of play with the controls a little bit so you can hear some of the differences that can be achieved with this bass. Passive. Now let's go for a little mid sweep. Okay, so now that you've heard what it sounds like, I want to show you some things that you couldn't hear while I was playing it. One of my favorite parts about this bass is actually the preamp. It's a very versatile preamp in this price point of a bass. My favorite feature is the mid-sweep control that's in here. So here's how it works. This is a good illustration so you can understand a little bit better with your ear. So that's with the mid control all the way up. Now we're going to sweep the mid so you can really hear what they do. Huge difference in the mid section. It's infinitely sweepable between those 2 points, so you end up being able to really control what that mid-range sounds like. For example, right now, if we crank it all the way up versus all the way down, and here's kind of centered. Way different. Changes your tone like crazy. This is one of my favorite controls that you can get on a bass. It's rarely seen, even in very, very high-end basses. So huge props to Ibanez for putting that in here. Really, really great. On that similar note, the treble and bass controls have a very wide range of boost and cut. So once again, as an example with the treble, and with the bass, huge, huge, huge versatility in this bass, just in these controls. And of course, you can always flip it to passive. That's what this switch does. You have your balance front to rear right here for your 2 pickups. Right now it's centered. And then obviously just your volume. From there, these pickups are pretty interesting. So these are actually Nordstrand licensed pickups. They're technically not built by Nordstrand. They are designed by Carrie Nordstrand, built someplace where Ibanez tends to build them. It's cool that they are a Nordstrand. It's a little bit, or Nordstrand designed. It's a little bit less cool that they aren't actually technically a Nordstrand. This bridge is phenomenal, really, really excellent. Build quality, design, the whole thing is really, really great. The neck, this is kind of fun. So this neck wood looks like Wenge, identically like Wenge. It's actually called Panga Panga, which is a hilarious name, best wood name ever. Panga Panga and Wenge are nearly identical. They're in the same scientific genus. Panga Panga is from Tanzania, and Wenge is from Cameroon. So they're very closely related. It looks just like in our other video we made with this base comparing a Dingwall and a Spectre, and this guy, I call this Wenge just not to confuse people. Looks identical, sounds identical, feels great. It's a 9-piece neck with walnut stringers in it. Really cool, and stainless steel frets, which again, at this price point, really, really phenomenal. You don't see that in much of anything. A couple of these bases have had killer mahogany bodies on them too. Cool tops. I mean, it's a cool base. Laser etched Ibanez logo, and also very lightweight. This one, I want to say, is 7.4 pounds. The other one we have is like 7.8. Without having that headstock weight on here, it balances really, really well on a strap. It's a lightweight base overall. It's thin. It's extremely comfortable. The neck is actually somewhat, I'm not going to say it's thick at all. It's almost a little bit thicker than I would necessarily expect, just, with that whole thing where, you think every Ibanez has a super thin neck. I'd say it's a really nice, like medium thin C shape. And it feels great in your hand because it's satin. Really great neck profile that I think any general player would like. Now, one of the most important parts of this base to note with any multiscale is the actual 2 different scale lengths. This guy is 35-inch on the bass side and 33-inch on the treble side, on the G string. Now, a lot of people don't like this. They want a 37-inch scale on the bass side and a 34-inch scale on the treble side, which is super important if you're doing low tunings, if you're using that B string a lot, for sure. But I really think that the 35 to 33 shouldn't be totally overlooked. If you're a relatively normal bassist and you're not doing crazy, super heavy gent stuff where you're down tuning to flat, F sharp, something, I don't know, whatever, then I think this bass will perform for you really well. You'll still get a lot of the benefits of the balanced strings with the better string tensions and note clarity string to string, but it's not going to be as big of a difference. So if you're kind of on the edge of like, should I get a multi-scale bass, this might be a great way to start, especially at this price point. This guy is $16.99, which makes it relatively inexpensive for all the stuff that you get on it. There's also a special color called Tropical Seafloor, which is exactly what it looks like. They only made this color for a limited time, so once it's gone, it's gone. We have 2 of these right now, including the one I'm playing. And that's pretty much it. It's a great bass. It really is. For the money, it is tough to beat all of the features that are packed into this little guy. But you can also see this go head-to-head with a Dingwall Combustion and a new Spectre Dimension multiscale in another video that we have. We'll link it in the description for you below. So enjoy. Let us know what you think. And, subscribe. Show this to all your friends. And maybe sometime buy a bass. See you guys.